Hello and welcome back to pascom TV. We're back again, great, finally. And we are back with another product review, which is why I've got Neil Laxman from Snom UK.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, good. Introduce yourself a little bit, Neil.
Hi there, I'm Neil Laxman. I am pre-sales consultant for the UK and Nordic regions for Snom.
Okay, good. Right, what we're going to do today, we've got a bit of a special one. Snom have got some new products coming out.
We do indeed.
One's already on the market and one is coming. A little bit later on down the line. I saw it last week at CeBIT. But the first one we've got is the Snom 785, the D785.
Yes.
So you're here to do a bit of an unboxing for us.
We are, so we're going to unbox it for you guys.
Yeah,
so very exciting stuff.
Here we go.
It's been on the market for a little while, but a lot of people still haven't seen it.
See, there you go, 785. Right, take it away.
Take it away indeed. So,
normal classic packaging there.
Classic packaging, classic leaflets, all the important safety information. No one's going to read that, so let's put it over there. As with every Snom device you get, it is wrapped up, it's sealed. Do you want to unseal it?
Yeah, okay, go on.
Good man. Whilst James does that, warranty card, standard warranty, and probably the most interesting part, aside from the phone in the box, is the quick installation guide, because in case you don't know, it tells you how to plug it in.
That's rather important.
Important enough.
Yeah.
Doesn't work if you don't. So alongside the phone, you have the handset. Do the honours, thank you. Some more bits of box. Very important, Ethernet cable. I think we've got one down on the floor,
I hope so.
We won't use this one today.
Yeah, we'll find out in a sec.
And the beautiful curly cable. So let's plug this in. So you can see I'm just going to plug this in. Should we go onto the camera?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, that one up there. So
there we go. So you can see I'm plugging this in here. We've also got a port for your headset. So by all means, plug your headset in there. And let's have a look at some of these other ones. We've got Ethernet. We've got the gigabit Ethernet port in there. We've got the daisy chain port to plug your computer in as well. We've got a power connector, so you know what, if you don't have PoE, there's not a problem there. And what was the last one? EHS, sorry, that's the last one.
Yeah, EHS.
So we've got the EHS port, so all the standard ports that you'd expect to see there.
Yeah.
I'm going to plug the handset in, back to the main screen, good stuff. Something I didn't pick up on when I had it backwards, we do...
I'll turn it back off to there.
Okay. We do have the wall mounting points. So actually you don't have to put it on the kickstand, you can put it on wall mounting.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's useful.
It's quite useful. If you want to put it in a hallway or in a factory floor or something, just have it on the wall.
Yeah. Great thing actually is I was speaking to a customer the other day, and we actually decided to put one of these as a door entry system. So they've got the door entry system on the outside, this one to let it in, but anyone can, it's hanging on the wall. Just go in there, put the code in to open the door, and away it does. Last piece of the puzzle. We have the kickstand. So your standard Snom kickstand, configurable in two different ways. I shouldn't do this blind, I should do it where I can actually see what's going on. And before I do that, I'll route the cable as well, just to do it properly.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, do you know what I've forgotten to do?
What's that?
Bring the LAN cable out through there, so I'm going to have to get underneath the table.
Right, so James is going to jump under the table, grab the LAN. So I'm going to use this in the high kickstand mode, because that's my favourite. That's just my choice as a user. You can obviously have it sitting a bit lower as well, just to make it easier for the users who do prefer that. And I've got that cable.
Yeah. I hope I grabbed the right one.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug the cable in, and we'll watch it boot up.
We hope. Ah, perfect.
Should we go back to the top?
Yeah.
There we go. So look at all those beautiful colours. The great thing about the 785, we have got multiple colours on the keys here. So you can see yellow, orange, green, red. So a few options there as it comes up.
Yeah. While we're waiting for it to boot, what are the key features of the 785? Or what do the customers can they expect? What are they looking for?
I think probably the most obvious key feature is the second screen here. So once that boots up, we'll have a bit more of a look at it. If we look at the top, we have got a larger TFT 4.3-inch colour screen. So that's one of the biggest one that we do on any of our devices, to really give it a premium and prestige feel, but also just be able to let you guys have a nice picture on the background, as we'll see in a minute. We're just going through DHCP at the moment. One of the other new design flourishes that we're doing here is, you can see on our touch button here on the directional pad, it's a new design. So you might be used to the previous Snom grey, silver plastic button. The new one is this. We're going to start seeing that come out on more devices. It's a more metallic looking, feels nicer, looks nicer, but still has the same functionality built in.
Yeah. Okay, good. In terms of what we've got here, I mean, it's getting a DHCP request. It's looking to get the English and everything, and I've just noticed from the IP address that it's actually logged onto our productive system.
Oh, okay.
So, and because there's no user assign or anything like that to it, it hasn't got this configuration settings that it needs. That's why it's asking us to do this. But there's no problem. We just carry on. And here, on the second screen.
So can we focus the camera a bit more on
We can give it a go.
Give it a go.
Bit closer in. Ooh. That's about as sharp as it's going to get.
Okay.
Now, Fred.
So what we can't see is actually what's on the second screen at this time. But I'll talk through there. We've got two line options on the screen. We have a conference button, which is a fun one.
Yep.
Because this is one of the kind of new smart features that we built in, which is an ad hoc conferencing device on the phone. Should we turn it around?
Yeah.
Does it make it any better?
Not really, but I mean,
Okay.
you can see that. I mean, you've got the keys here, and it's actually the third one down. It's labelled as conferencing.
Yep.
Yeah. When you get the phone in your hand, you can see it yourself.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. I mean, anyone who's familiar with Snom knows that we did the D745, the D345 devices as well, which had that second screen, but they only had the monochrome top screen.
Yep.
And that's really where this comes in and attends to that issue, because the second screen, great, you can add all these great new features, you can have it visual, you can have it beautiful, and you can have it easy to access. But you didn't want to put it on in front of, for example, your CEO or a power user who actually needed the screen real estate above it. So the D785 is completely answering that question. Can we have everything in one box? Yes, we can. It's called the D785, and it's for sale now.
Yep.
So, like I mentioned, let's put it back in the middle. We've got conferencing there. Next one down is smart transfer. So smart transfer is a great new feature that we built in to make it easier to just transfer the call to the right place.
So how does it actually work then?
So smart transfer, I'd rather show you, because it's I hate describing it, I'll admit.
Give it your best shot.
Let's see, can I push it? Yeah. So if I push the smart transfer target, smart transfer button, if I'm on a call, I can push that smart transfer button and I can have a target set.
Okay.
Okay. So rather than put the call on hold, find the number, select go, it's taking it down from about 5 steps to 2 or 3 steps.
Very similar to the conferencing function. I really like playing conferencing.
And the conferencing function very similar, right? It's all about making it easier for people to use it. And usability, ease of use is kind of key, and what we're using the second screen for on the 785. So with the conferencing function, it's all about just saying, you know what, instead of just putting it on hold, finding the
next
right way,
and then connecting in that way.
It's about being more dynamic, more agile in actually using it.
Okay, fair enough, cool.
Next option down is another new option, a new mode that we built in called silent mode. So everyone's probably familiar with do not disturb, turning your volume down, things like that. Silent mode is saying I'm not unavailable, I just don't want to
hear my phone ringing.
Don't want to hear it ringing. I want to have visual indicators. I want to know it's ringing because I can see it, but I'm concentrating on something important. I'm on maybe on my mobile, something like that, and I just don't want to have the noise coming at me. Yep. So silent mode is just another quick way to make it easy for you to say, oh right, I'm just taking a call on this device, on the pascom UC app, for example. I'm gonna walk off with it, but I'm just gonna put it on silent mode so it doesn't disturb other people in the office, or if I'm staying in the office.
next key feature that I've been made aware of is this quick dial. What's that all about?
Quick dial. I don't know.
I've stumped
Which
you now,
one's
haven't
quick dial? Yeah.
This one right at the bottom here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realise we were giving it a name called quick dial.
In some of your marketing bumps that I've seen, that's what it's been called.
Maybe we are, and I'm just being silly with it. On the device, it's just a dialed list. So we can't push that, but I can push it, but it's going to say no data available because we've not given anyone a call. It's basically going to say push the dialed button, give me a list of everyone dialed, but automatically bring up the last dialed person.
Rather than having to scroll through, like before it used to be the case where you either had to press the back key and then go through, or you had to go into the menu and whatever else.
Yeah.
Now you've just got one touch.
So I can do quick dial on the screen, it'll bring up the list of previously dialed people, but it'll give me OK on the button there. So actually, if I'm just doing a redial, I can say quick dial, OK, go.
Cool. So yeah, you can call the last number back very quickly.
Yeah,
indeed.
I'm going to have to call it quick dial now as well.
Yeah,
so.
you are going to have to. Good. And one of the next things that is quite a good feature and a good advancement for Snom is the Bluetooth integration.
Yes, so when I've spoken about the 785 to people, what I really say is it's an amalgamation of all of our previous innovations in whatever devices coming into one device. So, for example, we're taking the form factor from the 7 series, we're taking the idea of the second screen from the 745, we're rotating it to give it a slightly different dynamic look, we're giving it the 24 different configurable options there.
Yep.
It's great stuff, a lot of configuration that you can do there for your users. Bringing in the new button, keeping our standard consistent design the same though.
It's much more elegant than and more modern than the designs of the old desktop phones.
How rude.
They did look a little bit dated. It was a time that Snom got a bit of a facelift.
Yeah, I mean, the key thing is that we don't want to stand still. We want it to always be up to date, modern and elegant looking, which is part of the new design features that we're doing on here, such as the button, such as the second screen, such as the configuration.
I do really like the way you've done it. You've kept the old layout of the Snoms.
Yes.
Just given it a fresher look.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
And
usability is still the same.
Yeah, definitely. And for me, having the larger screen up here, but actually with the black background, is a really nice point because it pushes out the screen a bit more, it makes it more contrasted, just draws the user focus towards the screen as opposed to just letting the screen disappear maybe in a slightly more greyed background as it could do previously.
Yeah. And one thing I've heard while I was at CeBIT was that the ability to completely control and brand the screens will be coming.
Yes.
Yeah, which is something that we're looking to get on board on.
Of course, and you've been able to customise Snom phones for a long time. Whether it's putting a background image on there, changing some of the colours, some of the menu options, but we're just taking it a step further, and enabling guys like pascom like yourselves to say, you know what, we want to make that consistent look and feel
across
for our
everything
products.
that we deliver.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a key point. Because as a company, you want to be able to support your customers, and you want your resellers to be able to support their customers. But you want them to make it. You want to make it easy. You want to have that branding feel. You want to have the consistency, and that's something that I think is definitely missing in some cases with ourselves and with a lot of our competitors as well. And something that we're working on really hard to make sure that that moving forwards is definitely something that's going to be possible. So coming very soon, have a play with it when it is out. I'm sure we'll make some marketing announcement when it happens. Yeah, and pascom will as well.
We definitely will as well, because I mean, as I said, we were talking about it while we were at CeBIT, and it's something we're definitely very interested in. So we will make an announcement. Maybe it comes out in one of the next releases. Who knows?
It should be soon.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about new releases, we've just for guys out there who demoed the device, we come out with a new demo mode as well.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I saw it the first time at CeBIT as well. It's very fancy.
It's very cool. We'll maybe do that in a moment.
We'll try. Give it a go.
But yeah, like I said, it's an amalgamation really, the device, of basically our greatest hits. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Snom greatest hits to date. I'm sure we'll come out with a new greatest hits very soon.
At some point, yeah.
But for example, greatest hits from the 765. A lot of people love the 765 because it's got the big colour screen. We've made that screen bigger because we could, and it looks nicer. We took the Bluetooth as well because you know what, at a top-end device, if you don't have Bluetooth built in, then it's a bit silly.
Speaking of Bluetooth, are there any additional options that you can do for connectivity?
So people have been asking for Wi-Fi. I see where you're going with this,
Yeah, yeah.
right? People have been asking for
Good
Wi-Fi
comp
a lot, yeah. And you know what, we decided we're not going to build it into the device because not everyone wants it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we'd rather have the device approachable for everyone out of the box. But we are going to attend to the Wi-Fi question by coming out with the Wi-Fi dongle. So that's coming out very soon. Just goes in the USB port on the back, but makes it an a la carte option that you can spec and price appropriately, but not pay for every single device that you sell.
And for those of you who don't know where the USB port is, on the newer phones, it's moved from underneath to somewhere on the side. There. It used to be down here,
Yep.
and now it's up there. Much more accessible.
More accessible, definitely more accessible. More user-friendly as well because you can plug a headset in there. Yeah. For example, you can plug a Snom headset, USB headset, and then just yank it out when you're done. Yeah. Just makes it nice and easy. I think a very clever change.
It is a rather clever change. So, last but not least, the demo mode.
Demo mode. So we should probably go through the rest of the setup on here.
I'm not sure it's going to work, to be honest. Okay. Because I can't access the live system. So but, maybe we save that for the 735.
Let's save it for the 735. Demo mode is coming to all the devices.
Yeah, and I can confirm that. I even saw that last week when I was at CVIT. Mark Fieblich was going through everything with us. Yeah. And the demo mode is something that is definitely very cool.
It is very cool, and you know what, just update any device, Snom device you have to the latest firmware, and you'll be able to set it up and use it. Yeah.
I mean, maybe not so much for an end user.
No, not for an end user.
But for a reseller, channel partner, anybody who's going on to a little exhibition or anything like that, it's a very useful function to have.
Definitely. Yeah. If you're an end user and you want to play with it, please do. It's like, I don't know if you remember back in the old days, you have your CD player in the car, your aftermarket unit, put it in demo mode, you get all the colours coming up, it's fun.
Fair enough. Good. Right, that's it for the 785. And as I said, in the 735, we'll definitely make sure that it's up and running and we can configure it and everything on our demo system here. Because in the Studio Network, I just don't have access to the productive, so I can't actually do much more about it, I'm afraid. Shocking on my part. I apologise, but the 735 will definitely have it up. All right?
Thank you so much for joining us.
Take care and have a good one. Cheers. Bye.